she is. Remah. Now, Remah is the Greens candidate for Moreton Bay? Moreton. So, and she'd like to have a few words.
Thank you very much. All right, everyone, when I say people, you say power. People!
Power!
People!
Power!
People!
Power!
People!
Power!
People!
Power!
People! Power!
Yeah!
Right, I start by acknowledging that we are meeting on the stolen land of the Yagara and Turrbal people, and I'd like to pay my respects to their elders past and present. I acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded, and I acknowledge the responsibility that comes with this understanding. This land always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Today, Justice Brown will deliver a vital judgment in the Supreme Court's case Adani has imposed on Ben Pennings and his family for over 4 years. 4 years ago, Adani launched this attack against Brisbane-based community activist and father Ben Pennings in an attempt to silence dissent and shut down campaigns to protect communities and the environment from Adani's destructive coal mine. His crime, they say, encouraging workers at the mine to blow the whistle about dodgy mine practices. So they sued him. There's a thing called strategic litigation against public participation, also known as SLAP. They're court cases designed to shut people up. Powerful companies and wealthy people don't like being challenged. No surprises here. They use their deep pockets and expensive lawyers like a weapon, threatening a long, expensive and frightening legal battle if they don't get their way. These bully boy legal tactics are on the rise in Australia as more and more companies adopt US-style attack dog legal tactics. The use of slap lawsuits like this one are a tactic to financially and emotionally wear down effective public protesters and intimidate and silence anyone else who might join the movement to stop new coal and gas projects. Slap suits are a dangerous threat to our democracy. They were famously used in 2004 by Tasmanian forest logging company Guns. A company using these tactics isn't bothered about winning. It wants to down you in paperwork, drive up your costs, and keep you too busy to stop whatever moved you to move in the first place. And it wants to send a message to others, keep quiet or you're next. But we ain't keeping quiet and they're next. Adani's dog pursuit of Ben Pennings is straight out of the playbook that Tasmanian native forest logging company Guns used against Bob Brown and 19 other environmental campaigners. Thankfully, the only one out of them that is bankrupt now is Guns. The Greens support the ordinary people like Ben Pennings, who are standing up against powerful fossil fuel interests that run the parliament and trash our planet. Adani has been given free rein by both major parties to open up dangerous thermal coal mining in the Galilee Basin. They got grants, they got royalty holidays, they got favours and public money. But with these slap suits, lies and secret royalty deals, they've burnt any social license they ever had. And just last week, they got charged by American authorities for bribery, on top of investigations by Swiss and Indian authorities for various other law breaches and previous Australian investigations about environmental conditions breaches. Surprise, surprise. The federal, surprise, surprise. The federal and state governments should never have approved Adani's coal mine in an age of a climate crisis. And they should never have provided billions in taxpayer grants and subsidies for this dodgy company to mine for coal on sacred First Nations land. The Wangan and Jangalingu traditional owners of the land have long held concerns about impacts on the ancient Dungbabula springs and have been calling on Minister Plibersek to investigate whether the springs are being irreversibly damaged by the mine. Given the latest flouting of laws by the Adani companies, the Greens back the calls for the environmental approval to be reconsidered, and we call for the $1 billion grant Adani received to be returned to Australian taxpayers. Against this backdrop, Adani suing an ordinary dad like Ben defending his kid's future shows their desperation is clear. Because they know the age of coal is ending, the climate crisis is here, the thermal coal is outdated and unwanted, and Queenslanders are growing wiser to their bullying and lies. We cannot allow US-style corporate lawfare to get a foothold in Australia. Europe, the UK, Canada, and almost half of all US states have passed laws protecting people from slaps and intimidation lawsuits. If Australia had laws like that, then Adani's lawsuit against Ben Pennings would have fallen at the first hurdle. And let's not forget, throughout Ben's trial, millions of Australians have suffered through floods, heat waves and bushfires supercharged by the climate change. We're here today to send a message of support to Ben and a message to Adani that we won't be bullied and intimidated by their attack dog legal strategy. Adani bravos might have huge resources and the Labor and Liberal parties on their side, but the climate movement has a growing number of people desperately committed to stopping new coal and gas and preventing climate collapse. And the people united will never be defeated! The